Good afternoon on day 13. Hard to believe tomorrow is 2 weeks since the surgery. It's amazing. Every day feeling a bit better, every day feeling a bit stronger, every day Gertrude feels a little more normal. Although I'm still very aware of her. I can still tell where the liquids are, where the food's at. That's still an odd feeling, but all in all, doing well. And the cold has gotten better. During the night, I had a really awesome night's sleep, and I guess I turned the corner. Can pretty much breathe, and I'm not blowing my nose every 5 seconds, and I didn't have to sleep with Kleenex shoved up my nose. And oh, come on, we've all done it when your nose is running. I don't know about you, but yeah, I'd rather sleep and look silly than, or than all over the pillow. Yuck. Anyway, whole other point. Bottom line is, I feel better. The cold is much better. I would say next day or two should be completely gone. I'm hardly sneezing, hardly blowing. Life is good. Today I'm back on track. I had my morning coffee, had my breakfast right after, had lunch at lunchtime. Did not have a mid-morning snack, just couldn't face it. I wasn't hungry. So I'm struggling with that eating 6 times a day thing. But I'm definitely getting my 3 meals and a couple of snacks in and focusing on protein. Although I find carbs are sneaky. They sneak in when you least expect it. Little things like coffee cream has carbs. It just does. Anyway, so I'm being careful, but carbs are sneaky. They're like the ninjas of my diet. So that's going well. I made another interesting discovery yesterday. I tried a scrambled egg for the first time and went down fine. Thank God Gertrude can handle eggs. Boy, am I happy about that. But the stomach works harder to digest a scrambled egg than a hard-boiled egg. I kind of thought that they'd be pretty much interchangeable. It was just egg, salt, pepper, used a nonstick pan. So, there's no difference in the ingredients, but I guess the molecular difference of the change during cooking, it makes it so that your stomach works harder to digest scrambled egg. Interesting. Had no idea. But now that I'm super aware of my stomach, I get to feel, hear, gurgle, gurgle, understand what gets her working harder and what doesn't. Shockingly, she digests hummus really easily. Although hummus, as much as it feels like it's a super high protein thing, isn't. It's got a lot of carbs in it. I mean, it's nice for a little itty bit, for a snack to change things up. And it was one of the things I got because it was on my list of things for phase 3. So I was happy to have something to mix things up, although I'm looking forward to using some fresh raw vegetables with it. I'm always off raw vegetables so far. Still have another phase of the diet to go. But yeah, hummus, sneaky carbs, sneaky. Anyway, really looking forward to Sunday. Sunday is phase 4. I'm allowed to start things like trying ground lean chicken and some vegetables, mushy, cooked, not raw yet. So I'm going to try zoodle. I have a spiralizer and I've bought some zucchini, and I'm going to try some steamed zucchini and figure out what I'm going to do with it. But I figure that'll be interesting, mix it up, and while I'm off, I have time to experiment, and who knows, maybe I can replicate spaghetti enough that I can sneak vegetables into my children. Wouldn't that be cool? So yeah, day 13. One of the things I find I'm struggling with is the not drinking after eating. I'm a drinker. I drink. That's why when everyone told me sip after surgery, not a problem. Because one of my medications, the side effect is dry mouth. So I am constantly wanting to put a liquid in there. I'm not actively thirsty, but the dry mouth makes you want to drink. So the good thing is that I'm having no problems getting my water into me. And the even better thing is, since the pre-op liquid diet, and my habits have changed all the more, like I've removed Diet Dr. Pepper, now after my 1 coffee in the morning, although I usually have a second when I have visitors. We'll see what it's going to be like this weekend, because Dan and the kids are going to be here, and Dan and I are coffee hounds, so we'll see how far that goes. Coffee cream, another place. Carbs, sneaky buggers. So I have my one coffee in the morning, and then the whole rest of the day I drink water. And luckily, because I'm getting actual food into me, I don't have to stick protein powder in my water, so I get to just drink water. I still use the water enhancers, gotta say, because I don't really love water. But I use very little, and I mix it up with a little lemon juice, so that cuts down on the sweetness, because I also don't have a sweet tooth. So that works out really well, getting lots and lots of water into me. But the downside is, and here's the cat. Yes, you're about to see a cattail. There it is. The downside is the not drinking after eating. I have a really hard time with that. An hour. I'm the kind of person who used to always sip. I never guzzled. I never gulped while I was eating because I wanted, meals to be focused on the actual food. But there he goes. But not drinking for an hour is proving to be a huge challenge. I had no idea. I actually have to pick up my water bottle, carry it across the room, and put it away someplace, and then do something to get my mind off it. And I look at the clock, and man, I'm timed down to that minute. If it made sense, I'd eat and go to sleep, but that's not a good habit either. Don't want to get into that habit. But I'm finding it really, really challenging. And if anyone has any tips and tricks to offer me, I'd love to hear them, other than, putting your water bottle across the room. I find that's something I'm struggling with, not drinking after eating. Anyway, especially when what you eat gives you like a dry mouth feeling, or you get a crumb in your throat or something. I don't know if that's a real or an excuse or just my brain rationalizing, no, it's okay. You have to have something to drink. It's okay. Don't know. Anyway, who knew that I'd ever have to restrict myself from drinking water? It's not that it's water. Anyway, I'm rambling. So today is day 13. Cold is feeling better. Zucchini noodles on the way for Sunday. I'm getting the right amount of protein into me. I'm still fending off sneaky carbs. And all in all, it's a good day. So, have a great afternoon.